We're here. We're live.
Hey.
Oh, we're here.
All right. So now that I got you guys
seconds.
live and you can't squirm away here, let's talk about Star Trek Discovery Season 4.
Yeah. Yes.
Have you guys watched episode 1 and 2 yet?
I have not watched either.
So why don't you value my friendship?
Oh, no.
This is how it's going to start.
Yeah. I want to understand why you guys don't value me as a friend and value,
Well,
respect
it's
me.
the holidays, and me and Tam were watching Carnival Row.
Exactly my point.
It was actually pretty good. I don't know if anybody's ever watched that.
Now I
Season
know
two.
Dave had an entire week off last week.
That's correct.
So, Dave certainly would have had time. So here's the deal. I can't do this podcast tonight until you guys watch Star Trek Discovery episode 1 and 2.
Hold on.
Let me ask a question, because I am going to watch it. My question is the entire galaxy in peril?
I can't tell you, Jason. You got to watch it.
I just wanted to know.
Just know.
I just want to know if the stakes are high.
Just know that the stakes have never been higher.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure that there's only one person we can call.
Look, I don't know about steaks unless they're well done, okay?
Yeah. Look, here's what you need to know. Sukal is back, okay?
Did he
He's
take over
and he's back in a big way.
I'm blanking on who that is. I'm going to be completely honest.
Sukal is the kid who started the burn.
You're not selling this for me.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Sukal is good this season.
Oh.
That's the
Okay.
difference. He was bad. He was bad last
Did he-
season.
Did he take drumming lessons?
Did he steal cologne?
No, none of those things ever happened in real life.
No, but okay, Josh, real talk. Has it renewed your hope for Star Trek Discovery?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. All right.
But the galaxy is absolutely in full-on peril, okay? And there's only one person who can stop it, okay? And her name is Michael Goddamn Burnham.
Let's fly. Have they said let's fly yet?
Yes.
Every episode.
On both episodes?
No, just
Okay.
the first episode.
Okay.
And it was
Question,
good.
because-
It was good. It was as if it's already existed, and so it was just like, all right, let's fly. So it was good.
Okay. So I have a question.
All right.
For you, Josh. And I just want to, because look, I think anybody who's listening right now, which is probably nobody, if you've been following along, like me and Dave, not so big into Star Trek as Josh, vice versa.
Now
We're bigger.
recording.
But my uncles, they're hardcore into Star Trek. They've watched every single Star Trek show there could possibly be. And I asked him point blank, I was like, it doesn't bother you that Burnham is like the de facto most important character in the entire Star Trek galaxy? And he was like, no. Because, I've watched every show ever of any kind of Star Trek branch off. And no, it doesn't bother me. I feel like if I had invested, say, in Star Wars, and then along came somebody that was more important than Darth Vader, more important than Luke Skywalker, Yoda, all of them, like just to a point where they become insignificant, like side stories, that this person is so important.
Oh,
I mean,
you mean like Rey?
I feel like that would bother me. Does
Okay,
that bother
you mean like Rey? Yeah, that never happened in Star Wars.
No, actually, no, that didn't actually happen because, I'm pretty sure Luke could have taken her out.
No, not according to Star Wars.
Okay. But are you saying Captain Picard couldn't take out Michael Burnham?
I'm just saying that Did Picard ever save the entire galaxy by himself?
Yeah. Maybe you forgot the Borg. Yes. Multiple times. And look,
I don't know.
none of them have done it by themselves. Michael Burnham's not doing it by herself. She's got the support of the Discovery crew. Can we not play games?
I mean, she's usually the one that figures it all out.
She's the driving force. She brings the team along, okay? And they all do work, bro. It's just
Look,
like
she's
Captain
the
Kirk.
captain of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least now it makes more sense because she's the captain.
Okay.
I would tell you, I do have. I mean, look, you guys need to watch the show, but the first episode, very good, entitled Kobayashi Maru.
The second episode,
Oh.
Step Down.
Slightly, slightly, not by much, but slightly.
Okay.
I would say.
You know what didn't take a step down?
Wheel of Time.
The wheel, Sands of Will or Will of Sands.
Yeah. No, it didn't
whatever.
take a step down. It fell down a mountain.
Don't be stupid.
I mean, it rolled.
It rolled down so that it could go onto this ramp and then skyrocket over the next mountain. But hey,
All right, I need to know when y'all are going to watch Star Trek. More importantly,
I'll watch it. I'll watch at least the first episode this week, guaranteed.
When we set the date to do the season 4 recap, then I'll start.
no, we lost Georg.
Wait,
All
really?
ready? Yep.
What the
Get
heck?
Georg back in here, Dave.
Well, all right. All right, he
Are
back.
we ready?
Hold on. Yeah, he
Hold
back.
on. All right.
I
Yeah,
will
look.
give you one gripe. It took all of one episode for them to bring Saru back, and it feels just kind of jammed in there. So I don't really care for that so much right now.
Okay.
Man,
I thought he was done.
we're lucky that I even started Craig because I started him after we already went live on YouTube because I forgot all about that. It's a good thing I remembered. I'm a professional.
Just like a trimmer totem.
No. Yep. Just
Act
like
like it
just
doesn't
like
exist.
look, just like when I tell people when their interview is and I send them an email letting them know that their interview is at a certain time, it is up to them.
You tell me.
It's up to them to check that email and follow accordingly. They don't show up. It's not my fault if they start crying.
All right, here we go. We ready to start
Let's
this
do
fucking
this.
stupid pod?
Josh,
Yeah.
remember the 5-year plan? I want to read a bunch of books. I want to get a 6-pack.
I do remember that now, yeah.
Yeah, we sat in that interview and almost lost it.
Dude, I got friend requested the other day by I don't know. I guess I don't know who actually watches these things or listens to these things.
Let's leave it alone. Let's leave it alone.
All right.
All right.
It's funny though.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it off stream. If you're watching, you already know who you are.
She was the worst gaming person we ever picked up that worked with us.
Very
Especially
short.
in zombies.
Very short.
Uh,
Wait. Oh, in zombies. I know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah. Where we're like, yeah, board up the window. And you turn around, she's like and she totally didn't even board up the window and like we're all getting fucking killed by zombies. I'm just like,
I think that was the last time we
are
played
we
zombies with this
doing?
person.
oh yes. Yes it was.
What is he doing? Okay, I think we've stalled enough. Jason, you or Josh, do this intro.
Alright.
Pull it.
Hello and welcome to
That was my fault. I didn't mean to screw you over. I just coughed.
It's got a mute button, Dave.
I'm gonna mute now. Sorry.
Goddamn professionals.
Everybody keeps telling me they're a professional.
Hello, and welcome to Three Guys and a Mic presents The Wheel of Time, a new original series by Amazon. I'm your co-host, the Human Dart, along with
Jason Tsunami.
And David Disaster.
Hey.
Damn, I thought I muted, but I didn't. Well, it's a good
I had
thing
to
didn't
two-shot that one because Dave is unfucking professional. Coughing
Unprofessional.
during the intro.
Douchebag.
You know what else is
coughing over there?
You know what else is unprofessional?
What's that?
Not telling people when their interview is.
Yes. Yes. What did he say about it?
He said, "Why didn't you tell me?" That's so unprofessional.
Oh man.
And I told him to check. He didn't check his email. Why? Why would I do that? Well, look,
Well, you know what, Dave? The Wheel of Time, it keeps on turning, okay? And he's probably going to be your boss one day, and he's going to shoot you an email that you're not going to check. Okay?
Look, this is the same person who told them that they could cancel somebody's Best Buy membership, okay? Like reward zone account. As if that was even a thing that you could cancel.
Those things still exist from like 30 years ago.
So, anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Man,
Wheel of Time.
I think this episode, I told this to Jason after I had watched it. I think this is the best episode of the season for me. It was really good. It kind of was able to slow down a little bit, I think, versus the first three. Kind of felt like things were moving a little fast. I don't think there was a single wasted scene here. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, and I'm really excited to see what is next here.
Listen, it's the best episode of the season because the bar was set very low by the first three.
Don't be stupid.
There are absolutely wasted scenes in this. Like every scene with Egwene and Perrin, yeah. Every scene with them and the gypsies, wasted.
That's not
hearing
true.
that kid's story. Oh my god, dude, that was such bullshit. They could have done so much. They could have done so much more with all that time that was wasted for that. Can we just link them back up already? I'm done with this. They're over here gimmick. Come on.
I'll agree to that.
We're halfway through this. We're halfway through the show already.
I'm ready for them to get back together already.
Is this going to be like fucking Geralt and Ciri? Like, are we gonna have to wait for the whole fucking the whole season for them to link up finally?
They just miss each other. Two ships in the night.
I don't know. I mean, look, guys, this is based on 14 books. I mean, it's not gonna.
Bro,
it's not
I
gonna
gotta wait 6 seasons for them to come back together.
I don't anticipate that you're gonna have to do that.
that.
I don't anticipate you're gonna have to wait that long.
Just TLDR. Just tell me what happens right now. Come on, let's just move ahead.
But Jason, what was your initial thoughts?
This is a strong episode. I'm not going to disagree with Josh, but I think a lot of these, I don't want to say like wasted scenes or just more story building. I don't know. I will say that I am a little trepidatious about being too invested in some of these characters because there was a character in this episode, who I felt like stole the show for the episode, and I mean he got neutered. I mean, so I don't know. It's a very good episode. I still am not sure if this is my favorite episode. It's probably like between episode 1 and this one. It's probably 1A and 1B. Strong episode, though. I think we are. I do believe that we are reviewing an extremely good show.
Yep.
I think I'd rather watch Hunters at this point. Jason, hit us with that episode 4 recap here.
Don't slander the show, Josh.
All right, episode 4, The Dragon Reborn. This episode picks up right where we left off. In the episode 3, Moraine is getting healed up. Then she's introduced to Logain, the mystery man from episode 3, who claims to be the Dragon Reborn. Egwene and Perrin decide to travel with the gypsy weirdos. Rand, Matt, and Gleeman stay the night with an innocent farmer and his loving family. Then kill them? Question mark.
No.
Back at the lots of people die? Question mark. Then fucking Nynaeve puts on a light show and Logain gets neutered.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Yep, that's pretty much what happened.
I really like the opening there of with Logain and kind of telling his not backstory, right? Because
I mean, it was his backstory.
Yeah,
I mean, it's how he got. It's how he got to this point.
Yeah.
So how? I guess maybe look, you guys are fucking nerds, right? And y'all watch these shows with a little bit more detail than I do. I just watch them because I enjoy. So how is it that? Because I know this happens before, but how is it that a guy possesses the ability of the one power?
So it's just something you're born with, right? It's not something you acquire by other means, right? So it's just you either can or cannot channel.
And I think this guy has been channeling, and if we are to take the Aes Sedai at their word, the show definitely allows us to see that this man is hearing voices.
Yes.
From whatever is going on. So it blurs the line there on whether or not he's crazy or if this is something that's talking to him that is the power.
Yeah.
Or the one power.
It's I would attribute it kind of to it's like if you take steroids, but the steroids also are like heroin, right? So it's like making you stronger, but you're also just addicted to it. And, so it's like.
God damn, that was awful, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's
so dark and morbid shit.
Well, he. So yeah, it's not a good thing.
Well, I guess why are the females more prevalent than the males?
What do you mean?
I don't know yet. They just don't go crazy.
Seems like there's far more female Aes Sedai out there that can control the one power versus, men rolling up that can do it.
Well, the men's side of it is corrupted. So the women basically, anytime there's a guy who can channel, they
snip him.
They gentle him, as you saw at the end of this. So, the guys who can channel are being pruned out.
Dude, I was literally just thinking this motherfucker got pruned.
Yeah.
Verbatim. That's so funny.
Yeah. Now, that doesn't I don't know if it doesn't kill them, obviously. They're not dead. They just can't channel anymore.
Yeah, because you hear the story of the guy who says his son was able to channel, and they gentled him as well, and he ended up killing himself because he just couldn't. Dude, he couldn't live without the power after that. Yeah. After having it,
slit his fucking throat.
Yeah, I mean, it's he basically he saw the Matrix, and then they were like, nope, you got to take this pill that now you got no Matrix powers anymore. Well, I don't want to live.
We're crossing all the streams here.
Yeah, I just figured I would just go into I would just use another terrible analogy.
Yeah, the thing I liked the most about this episode, though, was I thought that I finally saw an Aes Sedai that I could fucking support. Fucking Alana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alana Mosvani. Oh, man. Bro.
Oh, she was tearing stuff up.
and she doesn't have those same level of casting times. Like her fucking gear is gymmed up accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Like her cast times are cut way down from fucking Moraine. She's over here stopping the arrows. Hey, spoiler alert, let's just do best death now, okay? Because Alana stops the arrows that are coming, okay? Then she angles them down, and then as Loghain's army is charging them, she's like, nah, whap, and drops some arrows on top of all those fucking guys and kills everybody. Like,
Yeah.
she was wrecking. She I don't want to step all over, future categories here, but she may or may not be the best character of this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think she needs a spinoff.
Jesus.
Sakatano? No, we don't need a Sakatano, bro. We need Alana Mosvani.
Hey, dude, you are already like, can we just give her own show already?
Bro, I would suck a fart out of her ass.
Okay.
That's how much on board I am with this character.
All right, that's canon.
All right.
That's canon now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, do we have any like specific scene? I mean, I know we're kind of just jumping around here, but like, do we have any specific scenes that that anybody wants to point out?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the best scene of the show for me was the whole battle scene, like Loghain's army.
Yeah.
So kind of like the back half of the episode, right? Loghain's army in. You got a lot of the Aes Sedai, doing their gimmick and throwing some magic around. So that was kind of fun to watch. And I felt like that was a lot more. I don't know if maybe like after 4 episodes, I'm just more into the show now, or if this was just better than the action in the first episode. But I thought it was fucking awesome. I thought the action was great, and I thought the genuine like gotcha moment at the end where I thought Lan was gonna fucking die, like he's bleeding out. And then Nynaeve
he's
fucking
squirting, bro. He is squirting.
And Amanda over here, like has this closet crush on fucking Lan. He's over here like super fucking like bent out of shape. That he's sitting here bleeding out. I'm like, fuck this guy, man. But he ends up getting saved by the end of it. And I thought that was a cool little swerve as well. So far, man, I really enjoy the writing in this show. They do a good job of fucking like gotcha, playing those gotcha moments. But
yeah,
I thought that was the best scene for me. It's just kind of the whole battle at the end and seeing Kareen die.
Yeah, I kind of figured that somebody was going to mention that scene. So I kind of just wanted. This is also like not specifically one scene, but I really liked. I've really been enjoying Rand and Matt, like their side stories. Like of the 3 groups that are kind of traveling. I really like Rand and Matt's.
I agree
a lot. I feel like there's a lot of character building. I think Rand was less whiny in this episode, which helped a lot. And Matt,
Matt acting like Anakin.
Yeah, he wasn't acting like Anakin. Matt is a really interesting character. I really like Matt. So
does Matt have the Black Plague?
No,
I think I have that as a question for later, but I wonder.
I think it's wait. Let's wait.
Let me ask you a question while we're here talking about this. Do you think that because, like, I agree with you. I think the show has taken us on this journey with Rand and Matt, right? And I think it's built for this to be the better story right now. So do you think that lends to, like, one of them is going to be the dragon? Or do you think it's okie doking us into, like, focusing on these two, but it's still going to be the guy I predicted, fucking Perrin?
So
like right now they're on the back burner. You're not really thinking about them.
Jason, what do you think?
So I think when we did our predictions last week, I was on the Rand train, and you're on the Perrin train.
Yeah, Dave said Egwene, right?
I said Rand also.
Oh.
Okay, I do agree with you that this show does a very good job of, I wouldn't say equal time, but putting enough weight, even the characters that aren't getting the most screen time, the bits they're getting are so heavy that they equal the weight out. So it's kind of hard to judge who the dragon is at this point, even though I think the show, the way it ends, it wants you to look at Nynaeve here at the end, and it's like,
But I think that's a red herring.
yeah, I think that, like, again, I think that's just like
Matt with the dagger and like the Black Plague in his mouth, and I think that's also misleading. I don't think it's Matt.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Rand because when you look at what the show is doing, right? You have Perrin, who is kind of with he's with Egwene, and they're kind of doing their thing, and Perrin is kind of battling with his internal demons, right? He's dealing.
Let's not forget, Perrin's actually killed somebody at least. Okay.
Yeah, Perrin's dealing with his internal struggle, so he kind of already has like a fight to fight with.
Built-in story too.
Egwene is, she's got the one power, so she might try to become an Aes Sedai. So I really don't think she is gonna be the dragon. And then you have Matt, who's dealing with this whole dagger, and he's got his family, his sisters back home, and he's
a complete douchebag.
Yeah, he's kind of like I don't picture that. And then you have Nynaeve, which I think is a red herring, and so like really, it's like the only one who doesn't really have something like actually going on right now is Rand, and so I feel like, especially with like Rand having that dream there at the like near the end where he kind of like foresaw like all this stuff going on, and then he woke up and he's like, okay, where the fuck is everything happening? Like the two times that Rand has dreamt, he's like seen, like he's foreshadowed some event, right? I just feel like that pretty much leaves only him at this point.
Well, like I don't completely agree, but I'm still sticking with Rand. I do agree though that with what I said, that I absolutely 100% it's going to be one of the male characters, without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they've given that away by saying with the entire storyline that only women can do this, so it has to be a guy.
Yeah.
And I look at Perrin as I just see his character becoming, say, a ward.
Warder.
Matt needs to, warder. And I think Matt is the character that needs to go on this
like a vision quest or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to grow up, and I think the real story there is going to be the Galen guy, whatever his name is.
The Gleeman.
Yeah, the Gleeman. I think him and Matt have.
Have they said that guy's actual name?
Yeah, but they did. Tom or something.
Because on Amazon, I feel like I'm plugging Amazon, but it's an Amazon show. But like when you're on your phone, when you're watching it, you can tap the screen whenever there's a character on, and you can see their name. And like I see the guy's name, but I don't remember them ever saying his name in the show.
I think he says his name one time in the show.
It looks like it's according to IMDb, it's I don't know if it's Steppen or Steepen, but Stepin.
I don't think that's...
I think it's Tom.
No, it's Tom. It's Tom Maryland.
Am I looking at the wrong guy then?
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong guy.
Thom.
God damn it, dude. All these people don't look right on their fucking stupid screens over here, bro. I hate this fucking show. Fuck these characters. Anyway, I'm sorry to derail you there, Dave. I just thought it was an interesting point. Jason, any favorite scenes?
Man, I felt like I do think, and look, I'm gonna pick some of the low key stuff. The scenes with Nynaeve and our guy, what's his name, Lan?
Yeah.
The warder. Whenever he's doing a little ritual with the rock and stuff, and I feel like they're. I mean, obviously there seems to be some kind of connection brewing there.
Oh yeah.
But I like the way they did it. I like the way they did this in the fact that, they have this little bit of back and forth, but they also are seen like the other person is not a complete douchebag, like Dave. I like a lot of Barry.
What about favorite characters?
I'm gonna go first.
Do it.
It's gonna be Logain.
No, that's
no, it's not, Ben. I love the actor, the way he plays his character.
He sat there and said nothing for over half the show.
I mean, he had basically his entire backstory that he did all of his talking.
Ugh. The backstory.
I like his character.
Castle and backs up the king. Ugh.
Yeah. I liked all of that. I liked his character. I liked the way he acted it out. I liked lines. I liked everything. And then they neutered him at the end, and basically he's dead
like,
to me now.
Well, that guy ain't the Dragon Reborn.
Yeah, so fuck that guy.
What about you, Josh?
I'm obviously going for Alana.
I mean,
and I'm rooting for any future green Aes Sedai. Apparently, green Aes Sedai is where it's at.
The fighters.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like, part of me, like, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna go Egwene here. I kind of like what's going on with her. She doesn't take any bullshit. You know, she was talking to Leandrin, that red Aes Sedai, who I think that lady is trouble. And because she's, I don't know, she just seems like.
Did you say Egwene or Nynaeve?
I said, oh my bad, Nynaeve, my bad.
Okay.
I meant Nynaeve. Sorry. No, but
she was my number 2.
But yeah, I mean, obviously she kind of saves the day at the end, right? So that's kind of an easy pick. But I like what's going on with her character. You know, I like her relationship with Lan, like you mentioned, Jason. And you know, she just is kind of no nonsense, man. She's not playing these games with anybody. And,
she's all business all the time.
Yeah. And then she clearly has some stored up power in her. And you know, I like that the show is not having us wait around for these people's powers to, like, you know, manifest or whatever. Like, you know, I mean, we're only on episode 4 and these people are already kind of doing some crazy shit. So I like that. And I'm just going to bleed this into my least favorite character, and that's Leandrin. That's the red Aes Sedai. That lady's a total bitch. She was a bitch to Moraine. Whenever they were talking in the cave or whatever, she was like she just couldn't wait to fucking gentle this dude, Logain. Now look, yes, it ended up probably being the right call, right? I guess, you know, because, you know, the dude was probably gonna fuck them all up. But I don't know. She just seems like she's up to no fucking good, and she's trying to make trouble in the neighborhood. So who else wants to go least favorite character?
Yeah, my least favorite was Logain.
Wow.
That dude he's a waste of space in this episode. He sits there in his little bubble for the whole show, finally breaks out, and then immediately gets captured again.
I mean,
that guy's dog shit.
Okay, that's fine.
Damn, you hurt Jason's feelings.
I was going to go with Leandrin, but since you already took it, my backup choice is Aram, the son of the gypsies.
That was my second choice, actually.
Homeboy's just not a very good character. And, I mean, he needs to get his hands off of
Egwene. Yeah, because, I mean...
I mean, it looks like he's like, oh, you got somebody? Oh, you really care about them. Oh, who's this lucky guy? And then he's just like, hey, can I stick my dick in you? I mean, come on.
Oh, my God.
Can't be trusted.
That escalated quickly.
I mean, that's where it's going, bro.
I mean, I saw it too. He was definitely trying to, like... Do those people give you, like, Amish people vibes? Or did we already say that?
No.
No, you said that, Dave.
All
They're
right.
just gypsies. Yeah. I mean,
they're
tree hugging, tree hugging gypsies.
Yeah,
Well,
they go by the way of the leaf.
Well, I meant I mentioned that because like didn't the guy you picked, what was his name?
Aram?
Aram.
Logan.
I don't know. No, your least favorite.
Yeah,
So
Aram.
I don't know if it was this episode or the previous episode when he mentioned that like they let them go off on their own. Like
sometimes they come back.
Yeah, it was in
sometimes
this episode.
Yeah, that's what kind of gave me the Amish vibes because I know that they do that in the Amish community as well. Like where they're like, oh, you get to go be a sinner for however long and come back.
But whenever you come back, man, hey,
And then you get to go be like professional bowlers and then come back, you know?
Oh yeah, Kingpin.
I will say that I did
It's a
like
deep cut.
the story that the old lady gives.
Yeah, actually, she
I
out of
thought
all
that
the
was-
out of all of
strong
those.
performance.
Out of all the Tinkers, I think she is the most interesting by far, and probably the best acted of all of them.
I agree. The dad is terrible.
Absolutely.
But she had the most lines. I mean, I think, to your point, Jason, I think like she could have been a potential like favorite character of this episode. Like if somebody would have said that.
Tinkers, yeah, if I liked the Tinkers, she could easily have been like favorite of this episode.
Yeah, she's really good. I really like her. I hope nothing happens to her. Although I'm worried that
definitely dead.
I'm worried that whole group is dead.
Definitely. The fucking white cloaks are gonna roll up and just whoosh, wipe them.
Oh, dude.
Trollocs is showing up.
The Trollocs. Can we get to questions?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I think the question we were kind of dancing around earlier is did Matt fucking kill this family?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but it sure does paint that picture.
Well, I think it's meant to paint that picture, right? Like I think this is another like subversion of expectations. I think we're meant to believe that Matt caused this, and I bet you even Matt probably thinks he caused this. Like, I guess side prediction.
Will, yeah.
I think Matt.
It does look like he was in a trance of some kind.
He was definitely.
What go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, do we think it's the dagger that is causing like this?
Absolutely.
This black.
That's a good
funk in his
call.
face.
That's a good call.
Now, here's the other thing: is he just imagining that, or is that legit?
No, I don't think that's an
I think it's
imagination.
legit. Yeah.
Well, because didn't he remind me? Didn't they got the dagger? He got the dagger in that city, and then that was the same. That was the place where Lan told him, "Don't touch anything." Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what
I mean, when
started
he
the whole
picked up
deal.
the dagger, that started everything. That's the horse
So-
died like immediately after that.
So like, hey, don't touch anything here. Okay, I'm gonna touch this dagger. Oh, now everything is going wrong. Like, so I think that's a good call, Josh. That's a definitely a good call. I wonder
Do we
if
think the dagger is helping him? Like, so do we think the faceless killed the family, which brought him into the room, and the black plague from the dagger is pointing out where the faceless is? Like, do we think the black plague is against?
no, I don't
faceless?
think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I am curious though how the face able to track these people. But I like I said, I'm kind of curious to like what Josh was talking about is like, is this black plague helping Matt in some way? Because
I
he
don't
ends
think
up in
so.
this cat's shadows, and he's like, "I see you."
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like maybe it's against the faceless. Like, maybe they're not mortal enemies, but maybe in some way it's aiding Matt in that.
I think it's more
And that
like
fires him.
I feel like it's probably more of just like just like a beacon of some kind that the Fade can kind of track in a way, right? Because like I have a feeling that the city was evil that they were in. The dagger's probably not probably evil or tainted in some way as well. So my assumption is, I guess, that like while they travel with that, like they could probably just, it's like they got a homing beacon on them, would be my guess.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay.
Because you notice the other two groups, they haven't dealt with fades.
Yeah.
That's true, but they also haven't encountered any dark friends.
Yeah.
And
That
well,
they
but I
know
mean,
of.
this group has encountered both. And
Yeah.
I mean, is it the dagger that's kind of attracting these?
Okay,
These-
well,
Is it-
hold on.
So just like Jason said, is it like the One Ring?
I
Yeah,
mean,
now
possible.
I do have a possible answer,
okay.
and I don't want to believe this because I like the character, but this is now the second time that the Gleeman has had to deal with something and put himself in this I'm here to help
Yeah.
role. Because let's not forget, Rand and Matt bail. They get on the horse and they haul ass, and
Yeah.
the Gleeman is fighting one-on-one versus Fade in his cabin. And as soon as Matt and Rand get out of eye shot, they're like, "Oh, hey, man, it's been a while since I saw you. Yeah, how's it going? Pretty good. I'm just gonna, coming to kill these fucking guys." I mean, they could be like the Gleeman could be a dark friend
Well,
in theory. I'm just saying, because when he shows up and he's like, "Oh, hey guys,"
Or the
don't worry
Gleeman's
about
dead.
that Fade. I can all by myself.
well,
I hope not.
the only
It
reason
sucks for Matt.
and look, that's because we were looking up the guy's name. I'm just gonna say it because I happened to see it here when we were looking up in IMDb.
Oh no, he's not in any more episodes.
He is not.
Did they break the rule?
Maybe.
Maybe he comes back in season 2.
All I know is it only says he's there for 2 episodes, and it's already been 2 episodes. So, like, while your theory could be correct, Jason, I don't think we're gonna find that out.
Come on, man.
I'm so sorry.
I needed Gleeman to be the father figure for Matt going forward.
The Gleeman is not going to be the Al Pacino Wolf character in this, in this series. Sorry, bro.
I almost
Fucking
wish
hate
that
this
IMDb wouldn't tell you that.
I know.
Because I like to use it as a resource, but it spoils. It unintentionally spoils stuff.
Just go to Google Will of Time cast. Give you everybody.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I ruined your whole prediction. I didn't mean to.
Hey, look. You know what? I'm going to refuse to believe you, Dave, and I'm just going to say that as of right now, he's only in two episodes because they don't want to give it away to future episodes.
Hey,
Fair enough.
that's some 5-head thinking right there.
That's right.
Um,
I'm playing 40
I did have another question, unless somebody else wanted to go with another question.
no, go for it.
Do we feel like we've talked enough about Matt and that whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Do we think all the warders are banging their Aes Sedais?
I get that feeling.
Did they mention something specifically with the green Aes Sedai, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know, because Alana has 2 warders.
Yeah, because didn't she
And
actually
they seem
say?
to be super cozy with each other?
Didn't she say?
they're
She made some
totally
off comment
banging each
about how she couldn't imagine having just one or something.
Yeah.
So she's totally like, I mean, like she's rolling with it. She's like, I'm gonna have as many as I fucking want.
Right.
I do get the feeling like that
I feel like it's commonplace. It's commonplace that they
Yes.
probably bang. I don't think it's. I don't think it's.
I was gonna say you're right. I think you're right, because I think in the first episode, right, we see Moraine and Lan in the
tub
naked.
together.
Yeah. Now they don't make it clear that they're in a romantic relationship, but
and I get the feeling that Lan and
Nynaeve
Nynaeve are going towards
a potential
a
situation.
romantic relationship. Yeah.
So it's probably one of those things where it's like look,
It's not frowned upon.
yeah, it's like look, I mean,
If you're around each other all the time.
you're traveling together, you're protecting each other.
Everybody's got needs.
Yeah, you're pretty much. It's probably. My guess is it's probably more common than it is uncommon.
Uncommon.
That would be my assumption.
I just thought that was kind of like a funny scene, the way everybody was like lounging around and then everybody was like slinking to their tents. I was like,
Okay,
All right.
they're about to get it on.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Aes Sedai need some deep tissue massages from time to time.
Yeah. I thought that was a little Game of Thronesies.
Speaking of Game of Thronesies, I wanted to bring up something. I mentioned Leandrin. Like, do we think Leandrin? Because didn't she make a comment that the I guess the Amelin seat? What was the phrase? Basically, the head of the White Tower, the head of the Aes Sedai, like they're not. She wasn't there, so like Leandrin was like basically. They implied that Leandrin.
What she doesn't know, don't hurt her.
Yeah. Do we think Leandrin is going to try to betray the Aes Sedai at some point?
I don't know if that's.
I think that's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like overthrow the Aes Sedai, but
I just meant like not overthrow, but like. Yeah. Do you think maybe she tries to backstab or what? Like, I don't really know the hierarchy structure.
She's gonna break one of the rules.
Yeah, I do believe that there's a lot of politicking apparently within the Aes Sedai.
I look forward to that actually.
While I agree, I think you're on the right track. I'm kind of waiting to see what this power structure looks like within the tower. Because it might be one of those things like, well, this person is X rank until somebody can knock them off or something like that.
Yeah, I mean they haven't been specific on rank, at least as of yet. But
it does appear that everybody's like on equal footing at least at this level.
No, it feels like the Blues are. Like, I feel like nobody can trust the Blues. The Reds are constantly like, I think they're like the judicial side.
And then the green is your soldier side.
The green's the muscle.
Yeah,
I don't like. I'm curious to see what the power structure looks like.
Well, they mentioned the Blues are like the spies, right?
The spies, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Moraine isn't as like
one so far, right?
Yes,
we've only met Moraine. Okay.
Maybe that's why Moraine, like to your point, Josh, and I know like you like you were talking shit about Moraine's like combat ability, but that could actually be explained now that we mention it. Maybe just blue Aes Sedai are not as combat proficient, right? Like I'm just I purely hypothesize. I have no idea, but.
So cast times for attacks are longer than cast times for
green.
Whatever benefits her.
But maybe she's just because they're all required to tell the truth, right? But maybe Blue Aes Sedai, Moraine clearly is very clever, right? She's very intelligent. She seems like she knows how to get herself out of a situation, right?
Okay, so question.
Yeah.
If Egwene goes down the path of becoming an Aes Sedai, which color is she at this moment?
I'm going to assume it's blue, only because I assume Moraine will train her.
I agree.
Okay.
I think Nynaeve is going green.
Absolutely.
Do I think we'll find out either of those things in this season? I think there's probably little to zero chance.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think that's long game. That's long game stuff.
Do we have any issues? I know Josh said that he felt like the Tinkers were a bit of a wasted scene.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess look, there's been nothing in this show so far to make me believe that the writing is going to let us down.
Correct.
So there is certainly going to be some payoff or some benefit to them being with them, and I'm sure it's going to pay off in a really cool way. I just got to, eat my vegetables and deal with it.
Correct. I agree with your sentiment. I'm not a big fan of any of the stuff that the Tinkers are in.
But I'm paying attention because, I to your point,
yes,
Josh, I think it might matter later.
Yeah, I do feel like something absolutely brutal is going to happen to these Tinkers.
Yeah, or maybe the Tinkers come to town with Egwene and Perrin, and they team up with the Aes Sedai versus the White Cloaks, and I don't know. I mean, I
don't
know
know,
they're
somebody-
not a violent. They're not a
somebody-
violent people, but maybe they do. Maybe they serve some other purpose.
I don't know. Maybe they're into, God only knows what.
So one last
don't
thing, I've just remembered it because you keep bringing up the Tinkers. Well, it's a slight question. So sorry to backpedal, but the wolf situation with Perrin, I feel like we again keep hearing these wolves howling where Perrin is. Is that relevant?
Yeah.
I feel like at this point it is.
He's a werewolf.
I don't think he's a werewolf. I'm just.
Yeah.
I think.
But
It's,
I mean, I agree with you because they felt like they were chasing him there for a minute,
But didn't they help him?
They led them to these Tinkers to save their lives.
well, didn't it like lick him to heal
Yeah.
a wound? Right.
I don't know if did it heal his wound or was it just like
that was
just
okay.
like, hey,
So
dog, we're okay.
That was in a previous episode,
yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
yes, I will say the wound, I assume, had nothing to do with the poison on the weapons and was like a claw mark from one of the Trollocs, right?
well, I thought that was poisoned. I thought they healed that
Yeah.
poison wound.
So you're saying that the wolves licked his poisoned wound and it was healed?
I'm
I
going off
never
of what the show
took it
is
as being
showing me,
poisoned.
right? So like,
no. I agree with what you're saying. I just don't know if it was poison because like that was never a thing other than the fact that it was like a festering wound.
so okay, so pushing
So
the poison
I
thing
don't know
aside,
what the-
right? Just like let's table that, right? Because we don't know for sure, but it definitely healed him, right? It healed the damage, and I've just noticed, right? Like every time they show Perrin, not every time, but like it seems like at least once per episode, we're still hearing these wolves howling and shit every time he's on the screen, or at least
Werewolf.
occasionally. I don't think he's a werewolf. I'm just saying I think these wolves are still following him.
I don't disagree. Like the wolves have done absolutely nothing with anybody other than him.
So
Right.
I think it's relevant.
I agree. I think
So
I
we're
think he
Team
possesses
Jake.
he possesses the Ant-Man skill of being able to control wolves.
Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's going. Like,
But I think it's going
I
somewhere.
Hope I'm being stupid. I hope I'm being stupid when I say he's going to become a werewolf.
Well, he may need to use those wolves to fight against the fucking Trollocs.
Okay, look, to your point, Jason, if you think he's on the path to becoming a warder, imagine a warder that
could be a werewolf.
that has a pack of wolves fighting at his side.
I like the werewolf better.
I don't think you would
if he turns
actually
into a werewolf, we're stopping this show.
I don't think you would actually like it, Jason.
I mean, it depends on what kind of werewolf. you're talking about.
I'm gonna go ahead and just stop you on the werewolf thing. I don't think that's a thing.
Why you gotta be such a douche, Dave? God damn, Dave.
I mean,
Look.
we can just Google it right now. Does Perrin turn into here? I'll do it right now.
No, don't do that. I mean, you don't even know what spoilers you might get, dude.
I know.
Perrin's dead.
I mean, you have to remember, like, this book series is completely finished, so you could see some shit that's like 6 books ahead, and
You'll never be able to unsee.
I know, like,
It's like when I was waiting in line at Subway and I looked up something about Game of Thrones and I discovered Joffrey was going to die in the next season. I was like, no.
that's brutal. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched Game of Thrones,
Yeah, Joffrey dies.
and it's good. It's a good death. Anyway,
Hey,
Look, Bran becomes the king. Let me just save you fucking
Jeez.
all your terrible time.
So do we think that at some point Perrin ends up with a pack of pet wolves?
I don't know, but I'm gonna say that it's gonna be important.
Okay.
Or is it like Link with the ocarina? Like he can just play a song and then Epona shows up so he can ride his horse around. Is it like they're just kind of like there in the background and he does something that calls them into play, but they're not really with him all the time?
I don't know. Well,
Like a Beastmaster hunter?
Yeah.
well, see,
There
like
you go.
right now, we haven't really seen anybody like the show hasn't shown anybody like that, like with any.
Okay. Oh, I got a question.
Yeah.
Now, Egwene has already showed that she's in touch with one.
Yeah.
But if we're correct, and we're saying that it's one of these guys,
Yep.
Whether it's Perrin, Matt, or Rand, neither of the three, as of yet, has shown any power whatsoever. Who is the first one to actually summon something, anything? Or do we think it's only the one that's the dragon?
I think it's going to be only the one that's the dragon. So my answer to your question would be Rand.
Okay.
I don't think. Well, because here's the problem. If we're all in agreement that the Dragon Reborn is going to be a male, I don't think the show. But that basically means that. And look, if it's Rand, I don't think Rand is going to get gentled, right? So, because obviously that would just like.
I know I see where you're going with it. Go ahead.
But I mean, I don't think. So I don't think the other two, right? Whoever is the Dragon Reborn, I don't think the other two are going to also channel. Like, I just feel like that would be. I think they have other stuff going on. That's why I think it's Rand, because Perrin already's got some shit going on, and then Matt already has some shit going on. Like, Rand now needs some shit going on.
The only one that's going to show anything is going to be the one that's the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh, you prescribed to that?
Everything that Dave just said.
Okay. Well, I mean that sounds about right. I mean, I just threw it out there. You never know. And if you have a situation where more than one of them is doing the one power, then it leaves you guessing as to which one is the dragon.
Nah, because then the other one would have to get gentled. I think it would be weird.
I mean, who says they have to get gentled? The Aes Sedai?
The Aes Sedai do.
Yeah, I mean, but the dragon could be like, no, we ain't doing that anymore.
I mean,
look, if I'm the dragon and you start doing one power, maybe I'd just tell everybody, hey, you're not gonna clip Dave here.
I mean,
he's already been snipped.
I don't think you'd want to tell people that you're the dragon. I mean, we already seen what happens when you tell people you're the Dragon Reborn.
I mean, if Rand explodes with rightness and he is the Dragon Reborn, say it was, and you or Josh also had one power, but you weren't the dragon, you think I would just allow the Aes Sedai?
I mean, so then you'd be bad guys, probably.
Well, I'm the boss.
We're trailing here.
I'm the boss.
So, any final thoughts?
No, man, I can't wait for the next episode.
I think I think we're in for more of an Egwene Perrin episode next time.
Yeah.
I get the feeling like they gotta spend a little bit more time on their story maybe next time. I don't know.
Maybe he'll turn into a werewolf.
I agree. It's going to be interesting to see, because now we have Rand and Matt on the run again, and they're alone, so they're going to have to figure that out. And again, to your point, Josh, I think we're due for something with Perrin and Egwene, something to kind of happen with them, and then we got to pick up the aftermath of them fucking putting down Logain. So I mean, there's a lot that the next episode can kind of work with. So I'm really excited.
Yep. I agree.
Same. I can't wait.
All right.
I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Maybe.
For episode 5.
That didn't sound very good there, Dave.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
Hey, look, we've successfully completed another podcast.
All right, we did.
All right. Take it easy, everybody.
Later.